This week I deleted my own bug fix on purpose, put a live bug back into a shopping cart, and ran the test to watch it catch me red-handed. The test said everything was fine. Frances would have shipped it without blinking. Green means go. She's built her whole business on green means go. The 5 paranoid minutes I almost skipped are the only reason real customers never paid for that fine.
This is Sights I've Never Seen, the show where Christopher and I open up the work behind the work, the tests, the green check marks, the 5 paranoid minutes that quietly save somebody's Saturday. I'm Frances, I run my own shop, and when a test comes back green, I ship it and I sleep. Which is exactly why what Christopher did this week makes no sense to me. And he is going to sit here and explain it. Green means go. I have built an entire business on green means go. You see the green, you ship, the invoice clears, you sleep. So, when you tell me you saw green and then you went back into your own work and deleted the thing that made it green, on purpose, I need you to walk me very slowly through why a grown man does that.
Because the first 4 seconds felt amazing, Frances. That's the honest answer. 4 seconds of feeling like a genius.
And then
I reached back in and pulled the fix out. The actual fix. Just took it out of the code, so now the bug's back. Fully live, doing exactly the thing I'd written the fix to stop. And I ran the test again to watch it catch the bug.
to watch it fail.
To watch it fail, that was the whole point. The test fails, I learn the test works, I put the fix back, everybody goes home.
So it failed.
It went green.
Hold on, green with the fix?
Green with the fix? Green with the fix gone. It was going to be green no matter what I did to that code.
Okay, but you're skipping the part I'd have lived in. With the fix gone, the bug is real again, yes? Like, a customer touches it real?
A customer touches it real. This is a piece of the shopping cart software running a huge slice of small online stores, real carts, real money.
And the test looked at all of that and said, this is fine.
It looked at all of that and said, this is fine, carry on, with a little badge on it that said verified. And I want to be careful here, because the test wasn't broken in the way you'd think. It ran, it passed, it did everything a test is supposed to look like it's doing.
It just wasn't doing it.
It just wasn't doing it. And the only reason I know that is the paranoid 5 minutes I almost skipped.
See, this is where you and I are going to fight, Chris. Because I'd have skipped it.
I figured.
No, I want to actually defend that. Because I don't think it's the dumb position. Walk it through with me. I've got a developer. I'm paying him. He hands me a fix. And he hands me a test. And the test is green. What exactly am I buying when I pay him to then spend an afternoon trying to break his own green light?
You're buying the thing the green light is supposed to mean and might not.
That's a sentence, not a number. Give me the number. Because from where I sit, you've got a working fix, you've got a passing test, and you're telling me there's a third invoice on top of those two for a feeling.
It's not a feeling, it's, okay, let me put it the way it actually went. The fix was real. The fix worked. If I'd shipped the fix without the test, the bug would have been gone and nobody would have known the difference.
So ship it.
But I didn't ship just the fix. I shipped the fix and a test, and the test is a promise. The test says, to the next person who touches this code 6 months from now, when I'm not in the room, it says this is checked, you're safe here, don't worry about this part. And that promise was a lie.
Whose lie, though? You didn't mean it.
Nobody means it. That's what makes it dangerous. The test passes because I knew the answer when I wrote it. I had the whole thing in my head, how it all fits, and that knowledge sort of leaked into the test. So it checks something I already knew would hold instead of the thing that could actually go wrong.
Okay, that I'll grant you as a craft point. It's a pretty one even, but I run a shop, so let me drag it back onto my desk. Pretend that lying test ships, what does it actually cost me? Walk it to a real invoice, or I'm not buying.
All right, there's a shop owner in this story. I'll call her what she is. She's the person who runs the store this cart lives on. Let's say she's selling something on a Saturday, busiest day, discount code running. Call the code SUMMER20, 20% off. She's been pushing it in her newsletter all week, and there's the bug, the one the fix was for, sitting live because the fix got refactored 6 months later, and the test that was supposed to guard it waved it through.
Because the test never actually checked it.
Right, so here's the specific failure. The bug is in how the cart recalculates after the coupon's applied. Customer puts 2 things in the cart, applies summer 20, removes 1 item, and the discount doesn't recalculate. It keeps the 20% off the original 2 item total. So she's now selling 1 item at a discount that's bigger than the item. Some carts it undercharges, a few it double charges, because the totals desync and the second pass tries to true it up against a number that was already wrong.
So she's losing money on some orders and overbilling on others, and from the customer's chair, it just looks like the store is broken.
She doesn't see code, she sees angry email. Sunday morning, she's got 11 of them and no idea what they have in common.
11. Okay. Let me price the ones she can actually see, because that part I know in my bones. The double charges, those come back as chargebacks, not refunds, because the angry ones don't ask. They just call the bank. A chargeback isn't the order amount. It's the order amount plus the fee. My processor charges $15 a chargeback whether I win the dispute or not. 15. Sometimes 25.
So the order that double charged
Costs her the $40 she has to give back, plus the $15 fee, plus the hour she spends pulling the order to fight it. Plus, if enough of them land in 1 month, the processor flags her account as high risk, and her rate goes up on every order after that. That's the part nobody tells you. One bad Saturday raises the price of every good one for the next quarter.
And that's still only the customers who fought.
And the customer who just quietly buys from someone else next time and never tells her why. That one's the expensive one. She never even gets the receipt for that.
Right, that's the one that never even leaves a mark she can point at.
I had a client like this. Not a software thing, a fulfillment thing, but it's the same shape. She had a checkbox on her order form. Yes, ship to the billing address. And it defaulted checked. And for about 5 weeks, it silently ignored whatever they typed in the shipping field. So a chunk of her orders went to the wrong city. The ones who phoned, she made whole, reship, eat the postage, throw in a gift card. Fine, that's a known cost. I can add that up. Came to maybe $800 over the 5 weeks.
And the ones who didn't phone.
The ones who didn't phone just decided she was the company that sends your order to the wrong house, and they told their sister. I will never see that number. But I watched her repeat rate that quarter, and it was down. And there is no invoice anywhere that says, the checkbox did this. The 800 I could see was the cheap part.
That's exactly it. And here's the thing that connects your checkbox to my dead test. Somewhere upstream of both, there was probably a test or a pass or somebody's afternoon that was supposed to catch it and signed off instead.
Okay, hang on, that last one, the silent one.
That's the one that compounds.
No, you don't get to say compounds, that's my word. You stay in your lane. But yeah, that's a real number and it doesn't show up on any statement. That's the kind of cost I actually lose sleep over because you can't put it on a line item, so nobody upstream ever pays for it.
And here's the part that I think you'll hate. The test that was supposed to stop all of that. It cost her twice. Once when she trusted it. And again, when it turns out it was never checking the thing it claimed to check.
A bill you pay twice. Okay, that's annoying because it's good. Say more about why it passes when there's no fix. Because I still half think your developer just wrote it wrong and you're dressing it up as philosophy.
That's fair, and sometimes that's exactly what it is. But the honest version is subtler. A test is a trap you set for one specific problem. The fix is the thing that lets you walk past the trap safely. So the only way to know the trap actually works
is to take the fix out and see if it snaps.
And if you take the fix out and nothing happens, you didn't build a trap. You drew a picture of one and hung it on the wall.
A picture of a trap? So the green light's just paint.
The green light's just paint. And it feels exactly like proof. That's the whole problem. It feels identical to the real thing right up until the Saturday it doesn't.
And you only catch it by deliberately breaking your own work.
By deliberately breaking my own work while there's nothing riding on it. which I'll admit looks completely insane from the outside. It looks like I don't trust myself.
I mean, do you?
Not on a green light I haven't tried to kill. No.
All right, I'm going to be straight with you, because I think you can take it, right up until the shop owner. I had this filed as over-engineering. The Paranoid Afternoon. Senior Guy Theater. The thing you do, so the invoice feels earned.
I know you did. I could hear it.
But you didn't add a step. That's what I keep snagging on. You didn't do more work, you did the same work, and then you tested whether the test was even awake. And it wasn't.
That's the part I'd actually defend to the wall. The fix was never the risky thing. The fix was fine. The dangerous thing was the test, because the test is the part everyone downstream trusts without ever looking at it again. I wasn't checking my code, I was checking my proof.
Checking your proof.
A test you can't fail isn't proof. It's just the story I'm telling myself about my own work in a font that looks official.
A test you can't fail is a story you're telling yourself. Aphoristic line.
Yeah.
And that story ships as a recall. Because that's where it lands for me, Chris. That's the cost. I'd been pricing wrong. That dead test doesn't just sit there being harmless. It's the thing that lets the bug out wearing a badge that says somebody checked. The recall, the refunds, the Saturday, your green light signed off on all of it.
That's exactly the translation I couldn't make. I had the craft half. You just put the comma in the number.
So let me revise on the record, because I started this episode wrong and I'd rather say so than let it sit. The afternoon you spend deleting your own fix, I'd have called that wasted hours. I'd have priced it at 0, maybe negative, because it's slowing down a ship that's ready to go.
And now?
Now, I think it's the cheapest insurance in the whole job. You're spending one afternoon against a number with a comma in it. That's not a cost. That's the best bet on the table, and you're getting it for the price of feeling paranoid for 20 minutes. I had it backwards.
I want to land on something, though, before that turns into a tidy little rule, because, let me back up, that came out like I've got it all sorted, and I don't. The habit itself is easy. That's the thing I keep telling people. You write a test, you delete the fix, you run it again. If it still passes, the test guards nothing. One sentence, you could read it to your developer over the phone.
So why doesn't everybody do it?
Because the easy part isn't the part that matters. The hard part is the instinct that makes you suspicious of a green light in the first place. The checklist tells you to delete the fix. It does not tell you which green light to distrust. Out of 40 passing tests, which one is the one quietly lying to you?
That's the part you can't hand somebody on a page.
That's the part that took me 19 years and a real number of burns to grow. The page is free. The wariness next to it, that's the thing you're actually hiring. And I'd be lying if I pretended the worksheet was the whole answer. It's the part you can do today. The suspicion is the part you pay for.
This is the same fight we had in the very first one, you realize? The 40 findings.
Go on.
Episode 1. You came in proud of a 40-item audit, and I was the one going, who on earth is going to fix 40 things? Give me 3. I was pricing your thoroughness. As theater, you backed down to 3, and I felt very clever about it.
You did look pleased with yourself.
I was insufferable. But look where we ended up. Today, it's 40 passing tests, and I'm the one who'd have trusted all 40 and shipped. 2 weeks ago, I didn't want your 40 findings. Today, I'd have bought 40 green lights without checking one of them. That's me on the wrong side of the exact same wall, and you standing in the same spot you were standing in then.
Huh. Hang on. Let me actually sit in that, because I want to make sure it's true and not just a tidy rhyme. In episode 1, the 40 things were findings. Problems. Named out loud, and you said nobody fixes 40 problems. Give me the 3 that matter. And you were right, by the way. That was a good call.
It was a good call.
But a finding is a thing that's announcing itself. It's on the page, in red. The work there is choosing. Today, the 40 things are tests, and a test isn't announcing a problem. It's announcing the absence of one. It's 40 little green lights, all saying nothing's wrong here.
Which is so much worse when you say it that way.
It's the opposite failure mode. In episode 1, the danger was drowning in things that were all visibly true. Today, the danger is one of 40 things that's quietly false and looks identical to the 39 that are fine. You can't pick the 3 that matter because the one that matters is hiding by looking exactly like a non-problem.
So you didn't just flip sides. The thing you're distrusting flipped too.
That's the part I hadn't lined up. You're right that it's the same green light both times. You just trusted it from the other direction this time, and the other direction is the one that bites because nobody audits the things that look fine.
Which is humbling. So I'm gonna need you to not enjoy it.
I would never. No, here's what I actually want to say, and it's the thing I didn't understand walking in. I thought the discipline was about the code being right. It isn't. The code was right. The discipline is about not believing my own proof until I've tried to make it fail. That's the part I didn't have words for until just now.
And here's mine because I owe you a clean one. And let me actually do the arithmetic out loud. Because I taught myself not to trust a founder who says it's worth it without showing the math. That afternoon of deleted fixes, say it's 4 hours of his time. At whatever a good developer costs, call the afternoon a few $100s. That's the bill on the left.
And on the right?
On the right is the Saturday we just walked through. The refunds, the chargeback fees, the processor flagging her account and raising her rate for a quarter, and the silent churn I can't even put a number on, but I know is the biggest line of all. That's not a few $100s. That's a few $100s if she's lucky, and a comma in the number if she's not, and a dent in her repeat rate either way.
So the afternoon's the cheap side.
The afternoon isn't the cost. The afternoon is the premium on the insurance, and the premium is a rounding error against the claim. I have never once in my life found insurance where the premium was this much smaller than the thing it covers. If a broker offered me that ratio, I'd assume it was a scam. That afternoon of deleted fixes I'd have written off as wasted payroll is the cheapest line item in the whole build, and I priced it at 0. I had it exactly backwards.
Neither one of us could have said the other's sentence.
Good. Then we both did our jobs. So the thing for anybody listening is small, and you don't need a single line of code to use it. After somebody builds you a test, ask them to delete the fix and run it again. If it still passes, it's guarding nothing.
And you'll want to make somebody try to break it on a quiet afternoon, not the loud one. The loud one tests it for you whether you're ready or not. There's a one-page version of that habit. We called it the delete the fix test check, and it's short on purpose. You really could read it to your developer over the phone.
Make him do it while you're on the line. Don't trust him to do it after you hang up.
She's not wrong. This is sights I've never seen. Glad you spent the half hour at the bench with us.